Elon Musk and NASA have worked on various space projects in the past, and they have all been a tremendous success. However, this partnership is about to end, as Elon Musk has happened to find a horrendous fact about NASA that will drop your jaw for sure. What is this terrifying secret that made Musk part ways with NASA, you might ask? Well, you've got to stick around till the end of the video to find out. The Starship is in the works at the SpaceX headquarters in Boca Chica. If all goes well, we might be able to see the very first humans stepping on Mars sometime in 2025. The spaceship is all set to transport NASA astronauts to the moon before making its way to Mars. NASA has contributed a whopping $2.9 billion to this mission and is waiting patiently for Starship's construction to complete. This huge investment by the renowned space agency gives Musk an upper hand over his fellow billionaires in the space race. Blue Origin CEO Jeff Bezos was also a competitor for the lunar contract. Musk's victory sure did make Bezos and the rest of the competitors indignant. Bezos went as far as to file a case against NASA, but ended up losing terribly. Elon Musk's partnership with NASA on the lunar project is unlocking a world of new possibilities and space discoveries. Things were running quite smoothly until recently when the billionaire happened to find out a horrific secret about the NASA mission. The mission dates back to the times of the Cold War, when the relations between the US and the Soviet Union were pretty bad, to say the very least. The target of this mission was the moon. NASA was planning on installing a nuclear weapon on the moon. The document states that the mission was being launched to help boost space research and solve geological problems. However, that's not the truth at all. In 1958, the US officials realized that Russia was dominating the space race by sending Sputnik to orbit. The US wasn't quite ready to send humans to space back then, and the chances of a satellite being launched were quite thin, too. What the United States did have was a spare nuclear weapon. And what better place to install it than on the moon, right? This is where Project A119 makes its debut. The project aimed at placing a mildly deadly nuclear weapon in a crater on the moon. This weapon might not have been as strong as the ones we have today, but it sure would have caused large-scale destruction on the moon if the US had decided to go forward with the plan. The US wanted to let the entire world know of its might and the things it was capable of doing. The project was supposed to be a message to Russia to stay off limits. However, this project never saw the light of day and remained top secret until 2000, when it was revealed by a retired NASA employee. It was recently highlighted by Elon Musk, and this news has caused quite a stir among the general public. Scientists of that time wanted to study the consequences of a minor-grade explosion on the moon with this project. The document stated important details about the blast's detrimental effects on the moon and the period for clearing out the radioactive debris. A nuclear weapon with a yield of a whopping 1.7 kiloton was chosen for the project. The details included the W-25 weapon being detonated near the lunar terminator. The explosion would send off radiation and a mushroom cloud that would be visible from Moscow. The program was soon dropped because of public reaction. The scientists feared that the lunar environment might be destroyed and the possibility of future research on the moon might be jeopardized. That's all in the past now, but have you ever thought about what it would be like to send off a nuclear weapon on the moon's most prestigious environment? There's a high chance that an explosion on the moon would have a resounding impact on the Earth. The Earth's atmosphere might be destroyed, making it impossible for humans to exist. The moon's orbit might not be affected, but the radiation would have a life-threatening impact on the astronauts in space vehicles. The moon might even break apart, with its pieces hurtling down towards the Earth, destroying anything and everything in its sight. We don't know what force stopped the mission from launching back in 1958, but we sure are grateful for it. As it turns out, NASA isn't thinking of nuking the moon anymore. The construction of a nuclear-powered rocket engine is what's taking up the scientists' time at NASA headquarters these days. These engines would not emit poisonous wastes, but imagine what would happen if a rocket containing nuclear materials decides to explode on the launch pad. NASA officials have found a solution to this problem too. Reports suggest that the reactor would only be activated once the rocket has taken off from Earth. Whatever the case may be, there's a ton of risk involved in this mission, and NASA would have to be careful to pull off a seamless launch. Click one of the 4 videos on the screen right now.